Okay, yeah. I think there was some problem with my mic till now. Yeah, I don't know if because I saw people not chanting on Twitch. That is really not advisable. Okay, let's start. Okay, let's resume our puzzle rush. Yeah, just a minute. Okay, now I think I'm perfectly visible on camera. Yeah. So now we have here knight at 6 check, which is the most what you can say obvious check that we can look for. So let's look for knight at 6 with the checks. King g7 is the only move because king h7 can be played. King h8 can be played, of course. So knight at 6, king h8 is also a move. But then you get rook f8 check, king g7, rook to g6, g8 with a check, king here, rook g6 with a check, king h7 or king h4, which is more or less forced, but again it's completely dependent on the player. If knight e7 check, king here, check king f7. Okay, so if you go knight at 6 check, king g7, then you meet a mate of rook f7 check. So this knight has to be on d5. Because rook f7 check, king h8, rook h8 is a mate, and king h6, then rook h7 is a mate. Okay, so this is the right move. Yeah, and after that, if you go king h8, then you can analyze the rest of the things. So if you go king h8, then what else? Um, King h8. What do we do? Knight h6 check, king h8, rook f8 check, king g7, rook f7 check, and this is the same thing. Yeah, right. Nice. That was good. Okay. Knight f3 check, king here, queen g3 with a check. So now the puzzles have started getting a bit tougher. H2 with the check is also there, always on the list. Yeah. Which of the following checks are advisable? Oh, you have knight e2 with a check. Oh wow, see this one. Knight e2 check with a check, queen takes e2, queen g3 with a check because it's pinned, and then after king g1, queen g1 is made. So is there anything for knight e2 check? King h2. Uh, yeah, yep, only move. Then you have bishop takes on. Okay, bishop takes on f2, queen takes on e2, then you have check, checkmate. Rook takes on f2 and check, and then you have queen takes f. Yeah, that's winning. I think that's winning. Knight e2 check, king h1, knight g3 check, takes, and there's no way to stop queen g2, right? Except of queen e2 or something. Yeah. No, if this, then simply we will go bishop f2 again. Queen e2. Oh no, what's the problem? Knight e2 check, knight e2 check, king here, queen g4. Okay, queen g4, queen g4, f3 takes there, queen takes. No, f3, knight g3 check. Okay, that's okay. King h2, we analyze bishop takes f2. Yeah, that was simple. Many times we try to analyze more tougher puzzles, but it's not that tough. Okay, bishop takes a4, bishop takes a4, push the pawn to, yeah, and then you have king f6 there. But then you push e5, king g7, e6, but the bishop controls on e8, so that's not of any use. But you can go h6, the bishop can come to f5, and bishop g6 then simply push. So let's try to push h6, king here, then you go bishop h5. but you can't avoid king g7 at any point, right? No, yeah, that's right. So what may be the solution? Because a3 bishop b3 is only way to stop it, so that always you have to keep it in mind. So h6, let's go king f6. Yeah, so immediate threat is king g6, so that has to be avoided. So you have bishop to h5, then you go a3, and then the bishop is busy defending the king, so that's not the right choice. Yeah, this is a very good test for the bishop endgame with same color, similar color bishop endgame. So what can be the answer? E5 takes king g6. Bishop c2 push, push. Okay, bishop c2 push, king f6, e5 check, king f7. Bishop c2 is a very nice move. If push, then you have uh, simple push. But if bishop c2, then g4. No, g4 doesn't win at all. I don't think g4 wins. Just push and then king f5, e5 check. That's simply it. So bishop c2, a3, h6. Oh no, bishop c2, even bishop e8 is possible. And if h6 and bishop g6, but then you lose a4 pawn for no reason. The king is far away from taking this pawn. So bishop c2, h6, sorry, a3, h6, king f6, e5 check. The king can't go to g6 because of the bishop. So king f7. Now you have bishop b3 with the check, but then you can go king to g6, right? No, but you can push h7, king to g7. Well, if you're supposed to win, yeah. The bishop is going to guard one of these squares at any point, so I don't think that's enough for us. King d3, king f3 doesn't work. h6 does work, king f6, then you have. Okay, we will analyze this position for 2 minutes. f6, and let's see. If f6, then you have sorry, h6, then you have king f6, and then you have bishop to c2, e5 check, king g6, and that doesn't win the game. Bishop h5, again you have king g7 after some moves. So that's okay. So h6, king f6, bishop h5, a3, e5 check. Now the king has to go to maybe f5 or e5 or the e file, and then you push f7. Will that win? Yeah, that will win actually. Yeah. Yeah. Wow, that was really good. It's really great. Okay, so rook c7, king b8, bishop a7, king c8, knight b6, mate. Is that all? Come on, that's not a 2700 puzzle at all. I mean, even anybody can spot this, mate. Okay, so rook e2 check, king here in the hiding. Of course, that's the way. But there's no immediate threat with this knight and the queen, so I think queen c5 check. should win. Oh no, then we can go rook e2 check. After this, we can go queen c5, threatening a checkmate. And then if a3, then yeah, what if a3? No, a3, then you go rook c7, and you go queen c1 checkmate to it, right? So the king has to be sent inside. Of course, king d1. Then what? Yeah, if king d1, then yeah, that's actually a valid move. King d1. King d1. You don't have queen e1 check because of the queen, so that's the problem. Takes, threatening check on c2. I think that is more beneficial. Takes with a check, king d2. Then you have takes here, threatening a mate, and that's unavoidable. That's not 94. I probably can just try to save the mate, but then queen c2 check and f5 are just crazy. I don't think that's. I think this is the only way to win. Queen a4 check b3 or king d2. They repeat the moves again. Queen c4 check is not there. Rook e2 check, king b1 or king d1 is good for white. So I think this check should work. Yeah, let me cross check it once again because it's 2600 puzzle, so I can't be too fast to calculate, and I can't go on approximations. So king queen c5 check, king d2. You again go with rook c7, threatening check, mate. You'll go knight e4. Then I go to queen c2 check, king e3. I go f5, and everything is defended except bishop at 6. And then I go queen b2, supporting the recent pawn. Then rook g1. That is very terrible thinking. You should never think in this fashion because with the king on d2, it's very prone to get checkmate. I think that's the only way. If he goes king b3, then rook c2 is rook c7 is I think the best way to win. Queen c5, king b3, rook c7, threatening rook c2 check and e5 check, and the king is going to get checkmated soon. But what is the exact way to win? Queen c2, king d1, still rook c, still rook c7 and queen c2 check. I think that's all over. Let's wait for 2 minutes again and let's think anything else. This is not as yeah, king d1. Now rook c7, threatening queen c2. So queen g2 is only move, and then I go or queen d4 or something. That's strange. Oh, then I go queen e5 maybe, threatening threatening queen e2, threatening queen e1, and then you go bishop d2, then I go queen takes b2, threatening the rook, and it's not easy to save the rook, so I think this is yeah. Again, as I said, it is always much simpler than what we analyze. Okay, now you can take here, of course, or you can go king b8. There are two options. If you take, then what is the trick that white is banking upon? What is the trick that white is banking upon? It's banking upon something like knight b5 and knight e7 checkmate. Oh yes, very true. If c takes b5, then knight b5, and you take with other pawns, you have queen d6, threatening a queen b8 checkmate threat. And if you don't take that knight, then you have knight e7 checkmate threat. But Isn't there anything else to left? Okay, you can move the bishop, but then the queen guards, so that's good. Um, if you go king b8, then knight d7 check wins, right? King b8, knight d7, rook d7, knight c6, and you lose the rook. So I think taking is the only. There's some accuracy in knight b5 variation. So after knight b5, what can we play? Well, we have got one piece, so we can play queen g2 check, king g2, then we can play bishop s. Oh, sorry for that. Bishop s3 check, king takes s3, then we can play rook takes c8. But then you go knight a7 check, king d7, rook check, and there's a lot of material loss. That's not reversible. That's not reversible at all. Takes knight b5. What is something that we are missing? Oh, after queen d6 you have got the same check. Okay. I realize. Oh, sorry. This knight b5, then you have a takes, and after queen d6 you go queen g2 check. Okay. And now I don't think c takes is the right option. A takes is. Oh, why? I mean, what's the difference in that? Ah, okay. Okay, great. So after analyzing all these things, we tend to blunder. Okay, this is simple. This is just king g3. We don't need to think over it. Rook c4 and simply rook check. Yeah. Now bishop a6, right? This is just senseless. Yeah. I mean, this was so easy, and that puzzle I just blundered it. Then it happens. Okay. So now we have a series of checks. We have rook g2 first, but then you have queen h8 check, king here, and then rook g2 check, and you lose the game. Yeah. So not at all in the mood to do that. So now we plan bishop f1 first, threatening bishop g2 check. Okay. If you go with the check, then I go king to g6, and then white queen doesn't have any check potential checks, and you can't go check here. So now the only way to stop this is g3, which seems to be very good. Okay, but then what can we approach to after g3? You can go queen d1 threatening this, and bishop g2 check, but not and bishop g2 check, of course. We have queen f7, right? No, you have queen f2, right? Then yeah, queen f2, queen takes f7, bishop. Not done. No, that's not the way. Oh, then you have rook g. Oh, rook h5. That's nice. So bishop f1, g3, rook h5, h4. Yeah, the analysis never ends. Queen f2, queen takes f7, rook h4, check g4, and this is a mate because of bishop control. Wow. Okay, g4. Yeah, that's one and the same. Now what next? Okay, after g4, is there any some change in plan, or is the plan same? This queen f7 is a very good move there. Or potentially rook g4, then the queen check and the same trick works. Okay. It's really nice. Guess the solution. Yeah. Bishop e2, right? No? Bishop e2, king g2, bishop d1 check, king f1. Now let's use this. Takes here also works, I guess. Or bishop h3, no, then that doesn't work. Oh, but you have bishop g2, rook g2, queen d1, rook g1, queen f3, rook g2, and then you have this. Ah, okay. That was really good. Okay, let it be. It happens. Queen. Okay, so now he's banking about bishop b2 and queen b2 for this mating idea. But what if bishop d4? Then rook takes d4. Okay, okay, nice, 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 nice. Okay. So if bishop h6, then you have bishop b2. Okay. But what if rook a1? Yeah, so I hope I'm not missing anything. Bishop takes here, rook takes, bishop takes, pawn takes, rook takes. No, rook can't take it because it's hanging. So rook check, king here, check, king here, rook takes. No, again you can't take. So first you not to check. So rook check. Oh, sorry. So rook a1, let's say, takes, 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 or takes, 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 takes. I think this is winning. This is winning. No, rook takes c6 is a tactic. After takes, you have rook check, takes, and the rook bishop check. And okay, okay, okay. Wow, that was fine. I think all of you realize that. Rook a1 check, sorry, rook a1, bishop c5, rook a2, bishop takes, rook takes c6, takes on c6, rook d1 check, king g2, and bishop back to d5 check, bishop queen takes d5, rook takes d5, and your exchange down. After all this entire drama. I think the rook d5 here works. Rook d5, rook takes d5, bishop takes d5, attacking the queen, queen takes d5, bishop d4, and bishop takes d5, bishop d4, yeah. And if the queen moves queen b2, then simply bishop b4, yeah. What if queen d2 is not possible, yeah. So what if bishop b2? That's nice. What if bishop b2? So what is bishop d5 first? I mean, I'm banking on the fact that if bishop b2, then I can probably go. Yeah, but I can even go at that point of time, right? Rook d5, rook takes d5, bishop takes d5. Uh, yeah, I think I can go at that time also. Rook d5, rook takes d5, bishop takes d5, uh, bishop b2, bishop takes e6, and after bishop takes f6, bishop takes e2. If you take with the pawn, let's say left takes e6, then I have I have no, then there's no move actually. I mean, there's a move, but all the moves are equal there. Because the bishop guards c7, so that's not possible. Bishop d5 first. Bishop d5, bishop b2, bishop e6, f e6. Mm, mm, that's not working. I think that leaves only rook a1. Yeah, rook a1, queen e2, rook a3. There's a lot of risk in that, but rook d1, rook a3 is not possible, of course, it's because of rook d1 check and then bishop h3 check, which probably does not win for black, but can't guarantee it. Okay, let's analyze bishop d5. Bishop d5, rook takes c5, then queen takes d8 is check. So bishop d5, bishop takes c5, bishop takes a2, bishop takes e3, bishop takes e6. And you get a rook for a queen, not anything else. What if bishop h6, queen b2, rook e5, bishop f8? Ah, yeah, but then rook takes e6, right? Oh, yeah, I think I missed it. Bishop h6, bishop h6, queen b, bishop h6, bishop b2, rook e5. That's winning. That's all. Hands down, it's winning. Bishop takes e5, bishop takes e5, queen takes e5, and f6, f6, queen takes f6. Rook c7 is not possible. Rook d7, bishop takes d7 is winning. So that I think that's winning. So uh, bishop h6, only move left is queen b2, then rook e5, then you have this, and then after takes, you have takes, and then after rook takes e6. Yeah, yeah, just a minute. Yeah, that was really cool, super cool. Um, yeah, continue with the puzzle rush. We have only one chance left, so you have to be very much alert. King f6, rook check, and you go here, but then you have rook check, no, rook f7, but then you go rook f d8 check. So king f6, rook takes here, king here, then this is a mate, that's right. So king f6, rook check, king g6. What's the trick that I'm missing? I'm missing any trick here. No, I think there's no trick. I think there's no trick. Oh, yeah. Yeah, this was a trick. How did I miss rook b1? I mean, in one of my games in recent times on online, this is a trick that my opponent had used against me. So I should not forget these tricks. Yeah, this is just terrible. And now the only move of winning is rook f7, because if any other move, then rook check on the sixth rank cuts off the king. So rook f7 is, I think, the winning move. Rook f7. If you go rook b8, then I go rook f8 check, takes, king f6, and if you go here, then I go push. Take here, take, push. Yeah, that's winning. And now I go rook f6. Oh my. Oh my goodness, this is just crazy. Rook d6 now, and I again can't take, so probably first I can support it here. Whatever support. Takes king at 7 g8 takes king g6. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, you can't take it here, so that was really good. 2883. Okay. Mm, let's continue. Queen h. Isn't it that simple? Queen h5 check. Yeah. g6. Knight takes. Knight f6. As simple as that. Queen h4 as usual. And then anything, then you lose the rook. And what is this puzzle? Okay. I'm not going to play knight d2 and sacrifice my knight, right? Nor I'm going to play king d1 and allow this. Or this. King e2 seems good, which allows the least of all damage. Sorry for that. Yeah, which allows the least of all damage. Sorry, king e2. But there's something that I'm missing for king e2. Surely, I will miss something for king e2. That's bishop g4 check, and queen g4, h6, and that's something that I don't want. But finally, if I have to play king e2 at some point, right? Yeah, I mean, if knight c3, then knight takes c3. Oh, then you have, okay. Then you have knight h6 check. Oh, what did I miss that? So knight c3, knight f6, queen h4, and then you have some winning chances. Yeah, I missed it. But that's a very good trick. King e2, bishop g4 check, queen g4, pawn g6, and queen g6, king d7, and all of a sudden, the white pieces are totally on the back foot, and the only white queen is the only piece that is fighting for the justice, which is not at all a convenient task. Um, that's a very good trick from Black. I think that knight c3 is the only winning move. King e2, I'm not able to analyze anything else. Uh, not at all anything else. I mean, knight c3, knight f6, queen g4, queen h4, rook g8. That's one of the right moves. But then king e2, knight f6 also works, right? King e2, knight f6 also works. Even you have bishop g4 check at some point and pawn takes d6. That's not good. For queen at 7, what is the right move? Knight d6. King e2, bishop g4 check. Oh, but knight f6, queen e5 check is winning, right? Yeah. Yeah. Yes, sure. One of queen e5. Queen e5 is winning. And if knight takes c3, knight takes f7 the check first, then queen f7 the check second, and then pawn takes c3 third. King e2, bishop g4, queen takes g4, pawn takes g6. That should also win, right? If it turns winning. Queen g6 check. With the pawn on d5, suppose knight on e4. And the king will march up the board, not down the board. But queen g7 checking d6 is right. There's no mating material for me. And the sole queen can't do anything. Yeah, pawn takes on d5, then probably king takes on d5. No, not that strong, but rook g1 or something. Is the king going to get mated? But with the king on e2, it's not advisable. Okay, that's not good. I think knight c3 is very good. I mean, knight c3 seems to be a blunder, but that's a nice move. Let's see whether it's actually a blunder or a nice move. Final calculation time. If king e2, then bishop g4. they don't like it. Takes king e7 or king d7, queen f5 check, king e7, you don't have future, king check check, that's, or queen d5 check, king goes inside there, and then you can pick up the uh, knight, but then you have queen d2 check. But no, the knight guards d2, so probably it will be good, but it will be no, it will be good, really good, right? On the second thought, it is actually really good. Done this triple thing. Queen f6 takes king here. Yeah, yeah, it's just terrible. I think king e2 now. Now I've started to like king e2 because king e2, bishop g4, queen g4, and that open king is more better than anything else. Let's go king e2. And it's wrong. So knight c3 was the right move. You will check. This is of 3000, so we were just a bit behind our last record. That was 58 puzzles. Yeah, so let's solve this problem. This was the right move, and bishop g4 as usual was to come, but then queen takes g4. Oh no, sorry, queen e5 check is the solution that we have analyzed. Okay, and again this puzzle, we will also analyze this puzzle. C takes b5, and then you have queen g2 check, and then bishop c6 check, and d6. This was another puzzle that we have gone wrong, and this 1100 puzzle is just crazy to get wrong. I mean, we lost a very good chance here for no reason, just bad luck. Okay, so that was it for today, and 54 puzzles. We always come to 54 and 55 in that range, and then I blunder up things. So okay, we'll try to reach 60 to 62 puzzles easily next time, because the puzzle level start increasing after 45, mainly to 2700 2800 puzzles, which are quite complex, and then the 3000 puzzles are a bit more complex than the human level, but you know, the grandmasters are able to solve it, so why not us? Okay, so let's try to reach 60 puzzle record in the next stream. And well, again, thank you for watching the stream, and do like and subscribe our channel for future updates and future streams on Puzzle Rush. Thank you.